How is Corona going?
I don't know, I'm just struggling a bit with working hours, but otherwise it's okay. It's okay in Vietnam.
तो भाई साहब एंड्रो के साथ तो हमारी बातचीत हो गई. एक और बंदे ने हमें ज्वाइन किया है. ये भी एक फॉरेनर हैं जो कि वियतनाम में रह रहे हैं और ये भी ट्रैवल इंथुजियास्ट हैं. तो मैं आपको इनसे भी मिलाने जा रहा हूँ और बात करेंगे हम कि किस तरीके से अफोर्डेबल ट्रैवल कर सकते हैं और क्या क्या ये करते हैं, क्यों यहाँ पर हैं. So without any further ado, भाई साहब ये हैं मिस्टर.
Yeah, what's up guys? Name is Dylan. I'm 25 years old.
Where are you from, my friend?
From Nam Phi, South Africa.
Nam Phi. Basically यहाँ पर वियतनाम में जैसे अंदो इंडिया हो जाता है, Nam Phi South Africa हो जाता है. So wow, you're from South Africa.
South Africa, Cape Town City.
Cape Town, wow.
Cape Town
Table Mountain.
Yeah. Cape Town Table Mountain. One of the seven wonders.
One of the seven wonders. मेरा बहुत मन है South Africa घूमने का.
Yeah.
So maybe someday I'm gonna be in South Africa.
No, definitely. One day.
One day.
Sure.
Okay. So, Dylan, tell me, how long have you been here?
Okay. I've been in Vietnam for about a year now.
A year now.
1 year.
एक साल हो गया भाई इनको.
4 months into my stay, that's when Corona occurred. And yeah, we were facing some difficulties with work, lack of jobs, and obviously had to cut into our savings, which was tough for us. Lucky for us that staying in Cantor, our schools were reopened.
When you say that you work here, right?
Yeah.
So what do you exactly do?
So I'm a teacher here. So I work for 2 different organizations. So one will be public schooling and one is a center.
Okay. So tell me, you teach English?
Yeah.
Okay. तो भाई साहब अंग्रेजी पढ़ाते हैं. Which grade do you teach?
So varies from, some of them are kindergarten up to the ages of I think about 7. Then public schooling, which is up to the ages of about 13. And in our centers we have a mix of students ranging from the ages of 9 to 10 all the way up to early 20s. Early 20s.
So is it like sufficient for you to live a standard life in Vietnam teaching?
Oh, above standard I will tell you. In my country I actually had a very well paying job. I actually earned triple the salary I earned back home. So it's more than sufficient. You can live a lavish life over here.
So when you say 3 times?
3 times, yeah.
भाई साहब 3 गुना ये अपनी country. You mean South Africa?
Yeah.
From South Africa you are running 3 times the money in Vietnam?
Yeah, I'm running the 3 times the money now in Vietnam. And I was working in a financial institution, a bank, which is a good paying job. And I'm earning 3 times the amount now.
भाई साहब अपनी country से ये 3 गुना पैसा यहाँ पर कमा रहे हैं सिर्फ teaching से. अच्छा, अगला सवाल हमारा इनसे होने जा रहा है कि भैया ये कितने घंटे काम करते हैं. But tell me something, how long do you work? I'm like, when you say, okay, you were earning quite a good salary in your own country,
Yeah.
right? But when it comes to Vietnam, do you still work for like the same amount of hours?
No, way less of the hours. So in my country I worked 9 to 5 basically, which was a full day. And in Vietnam I work about 2 hours during the morning, 2 hours in the afternoon, 2 hours in the evening, which is 6 hours spread across the day, which is...
But do you work like 6 hours every day?
Yes, because I work for 2 centers, but that is my choice because I want to earn more. But you don't have to. You can work 2 hours a day and still live a luxury life.
How much, इनसे बात करते हैं चलिए, कि कितना पैसा चाहिए भैया कि हमें अगर एकदम सर्वाइवल पे आ जाएं. But tell me something, how much or how least should we work just to survive? I'm like, if you just have to survive, don't have to work or much.
To survive, like pay rent and eat, you can work 1 hour a day. You can work 1 hour a day.
1 घंटा काम करके आप वियतनाम में मतलब कि आप रह सकते हैं अपने प्राइवेट रूम में.
Yeah, private room, good food, good food. Yeah, so 1 hour a day.
Okay.
1 hour a day.
अगला सवाल हमारा इनसे होने वाला है कि भाई साहब बात करें कितने पैसे कमाते हैं. अच्छा, ये सवाल हम बात के लिए रखते हैं. Okay, Dylan, tell me something. How many places have you been apart from Vietnam, or is it just like you straight away came?
Just straight away came to Vietnam. This is the first country I've been to. Since I've been in Vietnam, I have traveled to Cambodia. That was on a visa run. But now the opportunities are greater. I can
So that-
literally travel anywhere in the world. It's only due to Corona that we're not traveling at the moment, but our jobs and our salaries allow us to travel wherever we want to.
Tell me something, why Vietnam?
Vietnam, I always want to come to an Asian culture. I think China is just too high risk and a lot of people flee there, where Vietnam is developing and developing at a rapid rate. So if you come here, you'll be set for life.
You'll be set for life. अच्छा, और क्या पूछे भाई? So, tell me something. Which city do you prefer to work? I mean, do you prefer to work in Hanoi? Do you prefer to work in Saigon?
Okay.
जो बड़ी cities हैं या फिर
To be honest with you, Raj, to be honest, I think I prefer to work in Canada. It's a quieter city, allowing you to save more money. Not too much distractions, entertainment, nightlife. But if you are a younger expat, I would suggest start off in Canada, save some cash, and eventually work your way to the bigger cities such as Saigon. So I would say start out in the like Mekong Delta or the surrounding smaller cities, and then move to the bigger cities.
Okay. Tell me any challenges. बात करते हैं कि यार हम अगर जॉब ढूंढते हैं वियतनाम में तो हमें क्या challenges face होते हैं. So tell me something. What kind of challenges did you face while you were applying for jobs, or any hardships, or any incident that you want to share?
I think that there's not a lot of negative things that you're going to encounter in the smaller cities. The bigger cities, you're going to get a lot of crime and theft and stuff like that you probably have in your country, like I have in my country. But otherwise, getting a job is quite easy. If you're hardworking, just be yourself and be confident in what you know and what you don't know, and everything should be okay. There's so much opportunity.
So साउथ अफ्रीका बेसिकली एक इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग कंट्री, जैसे उनको नेटिव सो कॉल्ड नेटिव इंग्लिश स्पीकर्स बोला जाता है, वैसे साउथ अफ्रीका में एक प्रोमिनेंट लैंग्वेज है जिसको अफ्रीकान बोलते हैं, राइट?
Afrikaans, which is my second language. So
Afrikaan is your second language, not the first language.
First language is English.
First language English.
Yeah. So my forefathers, they spoke, my parents and my parents' they were predominantly Afrikaners, it's Afrikaans speaking. But my parents raised us English because we went to English schools.
How different is Afrikaan from English?
Oh, so different. It's another language on its own. So it's similar to Dutch. So if I speak to someone traveling that's from Netherlands or Germany, they would understand me.
Okay. Like, can you say something?
Yeah. So my naam is Dylan. Ik is 25 jaar oud. Ik is baie trots om hier in Vietnam te wees. En ja, ik ga die meeste van maken van het. So yeah.
भाई साहब एकदम alien language लग रही है मेरे को तो. Okay, tell me something. Okay, this is highly asked questions. भैया कितने पैसे कमाते हो? How much do you earn?
Okay. So
very blunt question. भाई साहब मतलब कि एकदम straightforward.
Okay, straightforward. So you're talking about so for both my schools, I work with two centers, so it's about 55 to 60 million.
55 to 60 million Vietnamese dong.
Yeah.
That comes up to how much?
2,500-3,000 USD maybe.
3,000 USD. सात के तकरीबन 2 लाख रुपए मंथली. भाई साहब, आप समझ सकते हैं आप किस तरीके की लाइफस्टाइल जी सकते हैं वियतनाम के अंदर. Tell me something. How much do you spend? If you earn so much, like
you don't spend a lot. I save most of my money. So for a very good apartment, you pay about 5 million. You're spending about, if you live a luxury life, you'll spend about 10 million on top of that, 15 million. You get to save about, you can save 2,000 USD a month.
2,000 USD बहुत आराम से आप सेव कर सकते हैं. Okay, tell me something. This is for somebody who is like, you know, native.
Yeah.
Okay. What about non-natives? जो हम मतलब कि भारतीय हैं, जैसे हमें non-native speaker बोला जाता है.
So,
is there an opportunity for non-native speakers in the field of teaching or any other field?
Yes, there are. Definitely there are. You will probably have to prove yourself. They'll give you like 2 months probation to prove that you can teach or that the students do understand you. But you'll come in at a lower salary, but not much lower. But yeah, there is always room for growth. So yeah.
So you say you work 6 hours, sometimes 5 hours, 4 hours. So बात करते हैं भैया कि एक घंटे में इसको कितना मिलता है? How much you earn in per hour?
500 Vietnam dong.
Like if you convert into dollars?
Dollars, that's about 22 to $25.
$22 के आसपास. Okay. All right. Very nice.
Yeah.
What about food?
Food is extremely cheap. Restaurant food are expensive, so if you do want to go out and get those gourmet foods, which I do about once a week, that's not a problem. But the street food is just as healthy, so that's your option. And there's so many nice places, so many good local businesses, so we support local as well. But if you want something nice, you're taking a chick out, you can hit up one of these fancy restaurants once a month or once a week even, because the salary is so good. Yeah.
Taking a chick out, that means भाई सब dating के लिए जा रहे हैं. That comes to another question. How is dating in Vietnam?
Okay, so what I've realized in Vietnam is that Vietnamese women are very fond of white guys, which for a guy of...
But you're not white.
Yes, so a guy of color would see it a bit more difficult to hook up with a chick, especially in the more traditional areas, which is like the Mekong. But the big cities like Saigon, where it's all more modernized and the people have developed a bit more and they are more modernized, you'll have better luck over there, because then they don't see the color as a thing, where the traditional see a color as a thing.
But it is very easy to date a local Vietnamese girl.
Super easy.
And
once you have them, they're there for life.
They're for life.
They're there for life. So
not like China, it doesn't last long.
Yeah, it lasts long.
In my country, they say Chinese stuff don't last long.
Yeah, that's true. In our country as well. That's true.
Okay, so where do you spend most of your money?
Most of my money, drinking. I drink a lot. I'm quite young, so, and we come from a drinking culture, so I drink a lot most days. So most of my money goes to food and alcohol.
Party?
Not partying, there's not really parties here, but our chill sessions where we just relax, sit back, kick our feet up, have a cocktail or two. Yeah.
Play poker.
Play poker. Yeah. Just chill, socialize, meet people. Yeah.
And what about health and stuff? What do you do?
Yeah, so we do a lot of extramural activities. Jogging, going to the park. Sometimes Raj will invite us to do some yoga, the yoga guru. But we go to gym. Gym is quite cheap as well. You pay about 400 Vietnam dong, which is about $20 for the month, which is ridiculously cheap. So yeah.
1200 रुपये जिम का यहाँ पे लग जाता है, तो बहुत ही ज़्यादा वियतनाम काफ़ी ज़्यादा चीप है. भाई हमने मेजर क्वेश्चंस पूछ ही लिए कि भैया कितना कमाते हो, तो आप समझ रहे हो कि कितना कमाते हो, कितना उड़ाते हो और कितना आप सेव कर सकते हो. एज अ नॉन नेटिव स्पीकर भी अगर आप आते हो वियतनाम में, तो आपके पास काफ़ी सारी अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ हैं. टीचिंग को छोड़ के भी आप काफ़ी कुछ कर सकते हो. उसके बारे में भी बात करेंगे. फिटनेस के ऊपर योगा, यहाँ पर काफ़ी लोग हैं जो कि सिर्फ योगा टीच करते हैं, और ख़ासकर आपको जानना होगा कि यहाँ पर भारतीय जो हैं उनको हर जगह एम्प्लॉयमेंट योगा में मिल जाती है. उसके ऊपर भी हम एक वीडियो बनाने वाले हैं, हम और भारतीयों से बात करेंगे जिस पे वो जो यहाँ पे टीच कर रहे हैं. फिलहाल के लिए तो इतना ही. And yeah, Dylan, so give us some tips about traveling to South Africa if we ever choose to.
Okay, traveling to South Africa, we do have a high crime rate, as do a lot of other countries. So when you're going, try to hook up with someone before going, a local that you do know or do know through someone. Stay away from, how can I say?
Which places?
Touristy places go to at night is a bit dangerous, so be in a group, always operate in a group. But yeah, there's a lot of places that are safe, a lot of beaches. I would recommend you check out the beaches. We have Cape Point.
Give me top 3 or top 5 places to visit, must visit in South Africa.
Must visit Table Mountain, obviously, one of the 7 wonders. Cape Point, that's where the 2 oceans meet at the point of Africa, so it's the most southern point of Africa, where the 2 oceans meet. Cape Point,
Point number 2.
I would say we have harbors, our harbors. We have our nude beaches as well, which is quite cool.
Nude beaches.
Yeah, quite cool. For tanning and things like that, it's something to see. We have a lot of hiking trails, and obviously our winelands, because we're one of the top 10 countries for producing wine. I know the French are in the top 10 as well, the US, but our wines are everywhere in the world. Our wines are in Vietnam as well, so definitely go wine tasting. They match it up with some biltong, they match it up with some fudge. So yeah, definitely check that out.
All right, man. Thank you so much for joining
No
us.
problem at all.
हमारे साथ और भी लोग जुड़ेंगे इस चैनल पे, और भी लोगों से हम बातचीत करेंगे कि किस तरीके से वो यहाँ पर रहते हैं और क्या लाइफस्टाइल लीड करते हैं, कितने पैसे वो कमाते हैं, उस पर भी हम बात करेंगे और क्या क्या वो करते हैं। अपार्ट फ्रॉम टीचिंग के अलावा भी और भी एक्सपर्ट्स हैं जो कि बिज़नेस वगैरह में भी हैं, उनसे भी हम बात करेंगे किस तरीके के बिजनेसेस वगैरह जो हैं वो यहाँ पर आप इस्टेब्लिश कर सकते हैं। सो थैंक यू सो मच Dylan for joining us.
Thank you, it's a pleasure.
We meet again.
Yeah.
Alright. आप लोगों को अगर ये वीडियो अच्छा लगा हो तो प्लीज़ लाइक करना, शेयर करना और कमेंट करना, और अगर सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो जो मर्जी सब्सक्राइब कर लेना भाई। चाओ, जय हिंद, जय भारत।